Poynders Road near Clapham Common in South London suffered a good deal of water damage from incendiaries and high explosive, and many of its older houses are boarded up and empty, beyond repair. But apart from craters in the garden, number 43 in the background came through with nothing worse than the temporary loss of the roof, thanks to good fire watching by Mr. and Mrs. W. Oldman. Mr. Oldman is a retired art dealer who became a collector. Early acquisitions were these African bronzes, which came to England when the King of Benin's palace was sacked by a punitive expedition. Today, the British Nigerian government is seeking to buy back such treasures. These are Benin bronze portraits of early Portuguese soldiers. Early in his collecting career, Mr. Oldman became interested in the art of the Polynesian peoples, and here in a glass case he has the pagan gods once worshipped by the islanders of Rarotonga. These idols were brought back to England by missionaries. Easter Island, at the easternmost point of the Polynesian Triangle, is represented by wood carvings of lizards and by human figures. The feather cloak and toothed weapons are from Hawaii, at Polynesia's northernmost limit, as is also the drum, a piece coveted by numerous museums. New Zealand, the southwesterly extremity of Polynesia, is very well represented, and an interested visitor is Mr. Roger Duff, director of the Canterbury Museum, who went to England for special study. Mr. Oldman brings a Maori bird perch with hollowed feeding bowl from a cupboard packed with fine workmanship from old New Zealand. Next, he displays a feeding funnel used by a tapu chief to avoid making the water vessel tapu also from his touch. According to Sir Peter Buck, this carved funnel is the finest of its kind in the world, and Mr. Oldman's carved feather boxes are also specimens of unsurpassed quality. The mounted greenstone adze would be a prize piece in any lesser collection, but in this remarkable house, it's just one among many treasures. It's not by any means the only type of greenstone represented, though, for Mr. Oldman's trays of tickies have to be seen to be believed. These are all genuine Stone Age work, carved without the aid of metal tools or modern abrasives. Maori flutes, perhaps of the type which Tutankhamun played to Hinemoa, are rare relics today. The double flute on the left is especially notable. While amongst the musical instruments, a Maori shell trumpet is compared with a larger conch from the Marquesas. Many interesting comparisons can be made in a big collection like this, and it would be a great loss to students of the Pacific should the collection ever be dispersed. The future of this great collection is now assured, however, for it has been bought by the New Zealand government. The Maori greenstone adzes and Marys upstairs and the many carvings displayed in the billiard room are to return to their homeland. Included in the purchase is the Melanesian collection, artifacts ranging from Fiji to New Guinea, with which the Oldmans shared the basement on nights of heavy bombing. Thanks to the devotion of Mr. Oldman, this unique collection was assembled from all over the British Isles. Soon it will no longer be necessary for the New Zealand student to go abroad to study a complete range of ancient Maori art. Once more, the intricate spirals of the canoe prow will cross the waters of Moana Nui Akiwa. The masterpieces of Maori and Pacific art are leaving the house which sheltered them so well through years of assorted bombing, the good brick house of Mr. W. Oldman in Poynders Road, Clapham, London.